This talk was originally produced for the 2013 Venue Masters Conference in Birmingham, which was attended by staff from 44 universities. It therefore applied mainly to getting more business from the internal markets within an academic context within universities. But the principles discussed equally apply to non-academic staff and the need to market internally in the FE context. Within many institutions, the conferencing and events team are well established. However, do your academic and non-academic colleagues know you exist? If they do, what do they think you do? Do they believe it relates to them? And, as individuals, if they were asked the question, what's in it for me, what answer could you give them? A good starting point is to look at what challenges academics and non-academics most. What is it that troubles them? What is it that keeps them awake at night? Answer this question, and you're well on the way to explaining how your conferencing and events facility can aid them in furthering their objectives. Every day, worldwide, thousands and thousands of aircraft take off. Very few run into trouble, and the fact that we occasionally see crashes mentioned on the national news are more evidence of the rarity than anything else. But why is flying so safe? It's because they have policies, because they have a pre-flight checklist. Before an airplane takes off, the pilot and co-pilot will have gone through a stringent list of checks before they can even start the engines. For me, this is a very important process for us to undertake also within our internal marketing. You're probably already applying this to your external marketing of conferencing and events. Now think about it in terms of the internal market. But before we move on to that level, it's also very important that the institution has a policy which promotes the use of events and conferencing as a key business strategy. For that, you need the support of the Vice-Chancellor or Principal's Office. Having determined the problems that our academic and non-academic colleagues face, it's now important for us to move forward. We need to move them forward from the problems they face, the chrysalis, the ugly chrysalis, to a beautiful butterfly, to the solution that they need to move them forward. We therefore need to discuss with them the benefits of using conferencing in events, how it will benefit their department and them personally. This will often be in the context of prestige and profile. An improved departmental and personal profile will bring many benefits. This will include recognition within their specialist area, which can lead to things like increased contracts, sponsorship, research grants, etc. And of course, there are also career opportunities built within this. Of course, our colleagues are rarely academic superheroes. They are human, and sometimes we need to stroke their egos and convince them of their ability to deliver on the conference stage. However, there is competition. As a conference and events organising team, what you provide essentially is a commodity. You provide food, space and accommodation. These are all commodities that hotels and other organisations can provide. Therefore, it's very important to get over to your colleagues your expertise and authority that will aid them in running a good event. In particular, you understand the institution and their aims and objectives as individuals and departments. The aim is to become a valued partner, a trusted authority within the university or college that they can rely upon. But to do this, you may need to provide far more than you would provide the external customer, where in fact it's often the commodity that you offer. Internally, you need to consider whether you provide much more than this. It may be helping them to find sponsorship, contacting professional bodies and trade associations, even providing the mailing to prospective delegates. The provision of the one-stop shop end-to-end service takes you from being the commodity to the valued partner and their personal asset. This, however, requires a mindset change and possibly different skills than those you already have. Effectively, what you're offering here is conference leadership, project management, contact with professional bodies and trade associations, and the ability to convince them that they can deliver the aims and objectives they set themselves. This is as much about psychology as about organisation and communications. If the internal marketing of events and conferences is new to you, it's therefore important we start with the low-hanging fruit. Departments and individuals who worked with successfully before or show interest in proceeding down this route in the future. And there are, of course, some tools that you can use to do this. The first is you and your personality, your ability to ask questions and delve into the problems that the academics and non-academics face. And also that ability to listen intensely to the problems they have and then come up with the answers. To do this, it's important to work on a one-to-one basis. And the most powerful tool I know is that of coffee. Sitting down over a coffee with individuals is far more effective than communicating by email or over the phone. But of course, this doesn't mean to say that you shouldn't be using things like CRM, email, and the phone. CRM, of course, you may consider to be a mass communications tool. However, it can be used to communicate on a one-to-one basis, and will, of course, keep the history of that series of communications. In the initial stages, it's also very important to use the testimonial tool to be able to show both internal and external testimonials that you have accrued over previous months. Because at the end of the day, it is your track record which really demonstrates your ability to help your colleagues to go down the conferencing event route. If you have any questions about the internal marketing of events, conferencing, or indeed any other matter, please feel free to contact me as indicated on this slide. I look forward to hearing from you and hopefully working